Would you let your daughter wear the same sanitary pad again and again and again? I know that sounds strange, but stay with me for a second. In the past few weeks, we've been talking about disposable sanitary pads. This week, we're talking about another option that's becoming more and more popular around the world: reusable sanitary pads. So, what exactly is reusable sanitary pad? Honestly, it works almost exactly like a disposable one. She places it in her underwear, it absorbs menstrual flow, and keeps her comfortable throughout the day. The only difference, instead of throwing it away afterwards, she washes it, dries it, and uses it again. Well, with proper care, one pad can actually last for years. So you would ask, why are more families making the switch? For starters, they are incredibly gentle on sensitive skin. Most reusable sanitary pads are made from soft fabrics like cotton or bamboo without the perfumes, plastic, and all those added chemicals found in many disposable products. They are also much kinder to the environment because there is far less weight. The fact that you're going to be washing it or using it again, you're actually saving the environment. Why they cost a little more at first, they can actually save families a lot of money over time because you're not buying new pads every month. Considering the cost of pads now, you would know that reusable is actually a good option if you can maintain them. Now, I can hear somebody saying, but washing them sounds messy. Honestly, that's probably the biggest concern people have. I have the same concern, but I promise you, it is not nearly as difficult as it sounds. In fact, over the next few videos, I'll show you exactly how to wash them, dry them, and care for them properly. So if you have been curious about reusable sanitary pads, this is the perfect way to follow along. Don't forget to follow so you don't miss the next video, and send this to a mom or a dad who has been wondering whether reusable sanitary pads are actually worth trying. We are answering every question, one video at a time. Don't forget, a girl who is well prepared is a girl who is powerful. I'll see you next time. Can you tell what every part of this pad does just by looking at it? Most people can't, and that's why reusable sanitary pads feel confusing at first. But once you know what each part is for, they become surprisingly simple. Yesterday, I talked about what reusable sanitary pads are, and today, let's take a proper look at the pad itself. This is what a reusable sanitary pad looks like when it's fully opened. You will notice straight away that it looks different from a disposable one. It's made from soft fabric, usually cotton, bamboo, or a blend of both, and every part has a specific job. Let's start with the top layer. This is the side that sits against her skin, a girl's skin. It's soft, breathable, and designed to feel comfortable all day. No plastic against her skin, just fabric. This middle layer, inside it, there are several absorbent layers. Think of this as the pad that quietly does all the hard work. The more absorbent the pad needs to be, the more layers it usually has. Back layer sits against the underwear. Instead of using sticky glue like disposable pads, it has a waterproof layer to help prevent leaks. And the wings, these little wings, they wrap around the underwear. Instead of sticking, they simply snap together underneath. That's it. To put it on, snap. To remove it, unsnap. Simple, secure, and once it's in place, she'll hardly notice she's wearing it. Tomorrow, I'll show you exactly how to position it correctly inside underwear so it stays comfortable all day. Follow along so you don't miss the next step. Don't forget to like this page and share it with other amazing mom and dad raising a growing girl. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Would you wash a used sanitary pad? Your first answer is probably no, but by the end of this video, you might see it differently. If you've been following Reusable Pad Week, you've already seen what reusable pads are, what they are made of, and how to wear them. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to wash and care for them properly. Let's assume your daughter needs to change her pad when she's out of school or away from home, don't worry, she doesn't need to wash it immediately. What she needs to do is to simply fold the pad, the used side, tuck it inside, and place it into a waterproof wet bag like this. These little zip pouches keep everything discreet, contained, and easy to carry until she's back home. Most reusable sanitary pads usually come with a wet bag that you can reuse over and over again. So when she gets home, the very first thing she needs to do after removing the reusable pad is very simple. She should rinse it under cold running water, not warm, not hot. Cold water helps stop the blood from setting into the fabric. It makes it much easier to clean. So all she needs is to rinse gently until the water runs mostly clear. It usually takes about a few minutes to do this. After then, she can hand wash it using cool or lukewarm water with a little gentle soap, or pop it into the washing machine with the rest of the laundry on a cool or warm cycle. Both work perfectly well. Just avoid very hot water, as repeated high heat can reduce the lifespan of the waterproof layer. After washing, simply let it air dry, lay it flat or hang it somewhere with good airflow. Sunlight is actually a bonus because it helps the pad dry quickly and naturally freshens the fabric. Or if you want, you can simply throw it in a dryer and dry it along with other clothes. And here is the pad that surprises most people. With proper care, a good quality reusable pad can last anywhere from 2 to 5 years. That means one pad can replace dozens, even hundreds of disposable pads over its lifetime. Tomorrow, we're wrapping up Reusable Pad Week with the question everyone wants answered: reusable or disposable? Which one is actually better for your daughter? Follow this page so you don't miss the final comparison. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Which pad is actually better, reusable or disposable? You've probably had strong opinions on both. The truth is, there isn't one perfect answer. So today, we are putting them side by side to help you decide what works best for your daughter. On one side, I have the disposable pad. On this other side, I have the reusable pad. The thing is, they both do the same job, but they are actually different in almost every other way. So let's compare them. When we talk about comfort, reusable pads are usually made from soft fabric like cotton and bamboo, so they feel gentle against the skin. No plastic, no chemical coating, just soft fabrics. Disposable pads, on the other hand, are convenient and familiar, but for some girls, the synthetic materials can cause irritation. So if your daughter has sensitive skin, reusable pads often have the advantage. Now let's talk about convenience. Disposable pads definitely win this one because it's just for you to open it, use it, and throw it away. Very simple. Reusable pads needs to be rinsed, washed, dried before they are ready to use again. And it is not that difficult actually, but it does require a little more planning, especially when she's away from home. But however, a small wet bag makes carrying a used pad very easy, but it's still an extra step, right? If you're thinking about the environment, reusable pads really stand out. The average person, according to research, uses thousands of disposable period products over their lifetime, and most of them end up in landfill. Reusable pads can be washed and used again and again, and that creates very little waste. Now, somebody asks, how about the cost? Reusable pads actually cost more at the beginning because they last for years. They can save a lot of money over time. Disposable pads, however, they are cheaper to buy initially, but you are replacing them every month. So it's really like a short-term cost versus a long-term investment when we compare the two. And finally, skin health. Because reusable pads are often free from fragrances, bleach, and many of the synthetic materials found in disposable products, they can be a much gentler option for girls who are experiencing irritation or allergies. So which one is better? Honestly, neither. Because the best period product is not the most popular one. It is the one that works best for your daughter. Some girls use reusable pads at home and disposable pads when they are outside. Some switch completely to reusable, others prefer to stay with disposable, and that's totally okay. Just like that, we've come to the end of Reusable Pad Week. If you missed any of the videos, go back, Please save them. They are designed to help you have confident conversations with your growing girl. And if you found this series helpful, share it with other moms who might be wondering where to start from. Don't forget. Someone asked me a question last week when I was talking about reusable sanitary pad. She said, the problem I have with mine is that it is white and sometimes the stain doesn't come off easily. From the pack, I read no bleach and hot water. What do you think I can use to make it come cleaner? Because I had to abandon it and go back to disposable, which I'm not really enjoying like the reusable. Okay, before I give you the solution, I need to say something really important. A white reusable pad that has changed color after several months of use is not a dirty pad. It is not unhygienic. It is not something to throw away. It is simply a well-used pad. The color change is cosmetic. It does not mean that bacteria is present. It does not mean that the pad is unsafe. Hygiene comes from proper washing and not the color. Now, you could ask, why does it happen? Usually because of one thing. The used pad was not rinsed in cold water quickly enough after use. Warm or hot water sets blood into fabric permanently. But for pads that have already changed colors, there are some natural chemical-free solutions that you can try. The first one is cold water and salt. After you rinse your pad, soak it in cold water with a generous amount of table salt for 30 to 1 hour. Salt is one of the nature's oldest stain removers. It draws the blood out of the fabric completely naturally. No chemicals, no damage, just salt and cold water. The second one is bicarbonate soda. That's baking soda. You can mix it with a little cold water to make a paste and apply it directly to the stain. Work it in gently with a soft cloth and leave it for 20 to 30 minutes before you rinse out, or simply add a tablespoon of baking soda into a washing machine with the regular wash. Baking soda is a natural whitener and deodorizer. And thirdly, there's white vinegar. You can soak the pad in 1 part white vinegar to 2 parts cold water for up to an hour. Lastly, this one is my favorite solution: lemon juice and sunlight. Squeeze some fresh lemon juice directly onto the stained area and place the pad outside in direct sunlight to dry. Now you already know what not to use. Bleach. Bleach residue can remain in the fabric even after washing. The residue can sit directly against your skin, which is your most intimate and sensitive area, for hours at a time. It contradicts our reason for choosing reusable pads in the first place. So the whole point is to keep chemicals away from your body, and bleach won't do that if you continue using it to wash your pads. So if this answered your question, save this video and share it with every woman you know who uses reusable pads. And if you have a question you would like me to answer on this page, drop it in the comments below. Your questions are shaping everything we create here, because this community, it is built on real conversations, and real conversations change lives. Don't forget, a girl who is prepared is a girl who is powerful. I'll see you next time.